So, dear Vikings, I have something special here for you called the Wayward Realms. Just entered into Kickstarter. We have here some pre-alpha gameplay footage, and it screams for me I'm getting Daggerfall vibes. I'm getting like old school RPG moments out of it. And just in, better graphics, better mechanics, overall just an upgrade to our old school RPG vibes that we're getting from back in the days games. And I'm feeling somewhat I'm getting into nostalgia trip. I watched it once. We're watching it right now, live again with Chad. I'm curious of what they will say. We're gonna stop and pause here and then and comment on certain things. And with that, let's have a look-see. This already reminds me of the statue of Mara for some reason. But let's go. Skellies. There we go. Broken doors. We have some physics. Once lost games.
A landmass of over 100 islands, steeped in political intrigue, forgotten magic, and a multitude of adventures to be had.
Over 100 islands. I'm wondering if we're gonna have some sailing going on, like you will traverse actual water. If we're gonna have water play, underwater worlds. I mean, a lot of the RPGs are missing the potential of going under the sea. There's so much things they can grab out of just making a whole world if you dive down. Just imagine Elder Scrolls, Argonians, and all these kind of like lizard folks and whatnot. Yeah. I think there's a lot of potential missing. Although the Argonians are more like Mayan temple-esque things. They're not necessarily underwater creature, if I recall correctly, the rule of Elder Scrolls. But wow.
Begins on Ijar, a remote island.
Ijar. Let me turn this up a little bit.
In the northeast.
Oh! Speaking of, there we go. Straight up, what was it called? Zelda Breath of the Wild? No, Breath of the Winds. So that GameCube game. That was great. That exploration with the little ship that was talking to you felt so cool. If this becomes like fully playable sea with interactions on sea, with sea monsters, with oh my goodness. Yeah. I like what I see.
We have come to the town of Melhelm.
Looks so good already. This is just alpha.
Stepmother to the local baron in search of information. Rumors have been circulating of strange occurrences around the tomb of Lord Godsend.
Look how vibrant the colors are looking.
A former rival to the baron who met his end at our own hands. We were sent to seek out Niles, an informant for the Order of Saint Latra.
Okay. Playing on an Xbox controller, I see. X for open.
It seems the door is locked. There must be another way in.
Parkouring! Look at that. Some very nice leather Gambitson armor. And this straight up is why I said old school game mechanics. I'm just going to blend myself really quickly out because this is... Oh man, this is good. This is good. Look at that. You have, besides talking to the character on specific topics that you choose, you also have actions that you can do with them. You can try to persuade them. You can try to bribe them. You can interact with them more than just clicking dialogues. And that is a mechanic that you see very often in old school RPGs and got lost a lot in those kind of like railroady narrative experience that we have nowadays with RPGs.
The friendly sort. Maybe he just needs a little convincing.
You've seen this one too, Izzy? Nice. I suppose you have a very nice nose as well. What did you need? So the charm did succeed, and then our character apparently gets the information he needs.
Excellent. We have the information we need.
There we go.
Now let's be
Horses, okay, with mounts.
We have our goal, but
I hope that the head bobbing thing is something that you can turn off, because I know a lot of people who get motion sickness from it, and I think even myself, I'm getting kind of like my view distorted a little bit. It's cool for immersive reasons, but I'd like to have that maybe only in if I play this in VR or something like that.
There will be some obstacles in the way. It is up to us how we wish to achieve
Classic. A tomb.
combat.
Ooh. Bonk. He kicked him. Okay. Very strong ragdolls I see there already. I like that.
Stealth.
Stealth archer, of course. He turned off the lights. Keep in mind, this is only... Did you see that? Did you see that? One more. One more time. Please, first-person RPGs, when I'm looking down, let me see my legs. Let me see my body. I don't want to feel like a floating camera.
Magic.
That was cool. Snip, lights on. Let me have a look at it one more time. Clink. I mean, this kind of looks not spectacular enough yet, but... Big boots. Okay. Destroying doors if you don't want to lockpick. Look at the physics there on...
Or using our words of knowledge.
Oh, that was a nice friendly... Okay. Traps, apparently. Hidden doors. Treasure. Devs, if you're watching this, let me go back to the treasure moments. If you see this kind of pile of treasure there, and you'll be able to just pick one item or 10 coins out of it or something like that, don't. Don't. Either make items be very expensive or make the coin amount there less, but the things we see there, let us plunder it completely. And if we see there are 100 coins, then let it be 100 coins and not 5. And then also physically disappear, of course. If you pick up all the coins, it's gone out of the chests and on the plate, out of the table. I think that's, I mean, it's kind of like an, small visual thing, but it's very often irks me personally. It kills a little bit my immersion. Okay, we got books. In all my years as a traveling scholar, I never had to suffer such an indignity. To tear a man off the book of the streets like a common peasant's the audacity. Though I begrudgingly have to admit that they at least had the presence of mind to abduct me for a fitting task. Old kit hides used in occult rituals as far north as Sith. This is going to make history. I can't wait for the Serendin to review my finds. I'm to investigate a massive trapezoid stone door. Its frames is covered in kit's hide runes of the simplified angular style. At its center is an 8-pointed star encircled by 8 kit hide runes, one rested on another. The 8-pointed star is a potent arcane symbol, so the creator of that inscription was undoubtedly competent. It must convince their leader to let me return with a souvenir once my work is done. Okay. And there's some deciphering of it. And nice. Some nice puzzling.
Sometimes that
I have to say, all the puzzles so far, and very often in open world RPGs, are so weirdly basic and not really good puzzles. I hope they have somebody who helps them in development to really make intriguing and interesting puzzles to move around. Classic Lich boy. Some bodies lying around. He will resurrect them, right? Yeah. The Wayward Realms.
I'm sorry. You say you would rather just spend your time fishing?
Wayward Realms Kickstarter out now. If you enjoy the project and you like uniqueness in an RPG and want to see finally a game that is not just a generic copy pasta of what we had so far, and dares to do new things and bring old classical vibes back to life. Check it out. Wayward Realms. Links to it I'll put also in the video description down below, and to their Kickstarter. Fingers crossed to the developers and big success to it.